Completed chapter 3. In this case, unlike chapter 2, I broke it into 2 parts. That's just the way it worked out. Of course, I've already read all of chapter 3. It's not that much to read. And this video will go out July 10th. Made a lot of headway thanks to Juneteenth. That's going to get me a little ahead, and I like that. Yeah, that's what I have for that. So then let's go look at the book. Now this closes out all the foundational work for the meat of the thing, which is vector spaces. So really chapter 4 is going to be, in my opinion, I think it's the core. So I'm going to spend a lot of time on that, although I have actually been spending a lot of time on everything else. But I'm really looking forward to chapter 3. So this lays out some geometrical properties, and let me check 1 second. So this was, started in 3.4. This video really starts content in 3.4. And so it's all about geometry. It's really a course in high school geometry, but with vectors. And you set up these parametric equations, vector and parametric equations for a plane. There's a way to set them up, but you can pick the x0 to be a different value when they're given as vectors. And if not, if you're just given an equation, then you can turn it into vectors. Some matrix work a little bit. Then the cross product. Make heavy use of the vector triple product and Lagrange's identity. Very calculational, which is very good for me right now, just to get started. And it's kind of therapeutic to be given a bunch of vectors and just multiply them out and find that all the relations apply. Then there's the more geometry where the determinant of 2 vectors is the area of the parallelogram. Then if you have 3 vectors, it's the volume. And of course, there's also, you can do the area of a triangle by using the norm of the cross product, because that gives you the area of the parallelogram. So you cut it in half, and then you get the triangle. Then I did the supplementary exercises, which there were more. A little bit of a geometric bent to some of them, and that was fine. Then let me show the actual work itself. So as before, this is a new notebook. You line it all up. Reading for section 3.4. Now I did find, I'm pretty sure there's a mistake in the book. It goes all the way back to an early example. This should have been a +3, not a -3. There's no way to make it work with -3. But that's fine. I said, accept it as stated and move on. It's fine. I don't care that there's a mistake in the book. I'm going to accept that it's correct, the last step, just so I can understand what is being taught, and that's fine. I've had that problem much more with other books. This book actually is very, very clean, but there you have it. It did have what I believe is a mistake, a flipping sign. So more reading. And then, of course, a lot of the problems are just crunching numbers, but I like it. Why not? It's my summer project of mostly calculations. Every now and then I'll screw up a true and false. Sometimes they're a little tricky. Then, of course, section 3.5, cross products, some basic determinants, a little bit of geometry. Every now and then I'll forget something. Every now and then I'll get confused with a specific true and false, or make a small arithmetic error, as to be expected. No one is perfect. Yeah, so get good at laying out the vector equation and then reading from it the parametric equations and then canceling them all out to get the actual equation of the plane. That is one of the key things that I'm sure I've done this many years before, but I forgot it, so I might as well have been learning it from scratch. So it's good to practice that. When it gets to the point normal equation, I screwed them up. I'll have to go back and review that material. Then some geometry, which I think I got correct. And then I screwed this up. It's not a line, it's a plane. It's a plane. So that is the end of chapter 3.